evening, everybody. Argrim, thank you so much for kicking off the stream with the password. Isekai, I saw you're lurking, so thank you very much for that lurk. I appreciate you. So, we have a new update from Guild Wars 2. Their launcher has, like, articles and things and, like, updates that they post from time to time. And they've got a... I was reading through some of it, while I was waiting for the password redemption, and I'm interested, actually. This sounds really cool. So let me switch over, you can see what I'm looking at. So, Secrets of the Obscure, looking back and forward. I'm not going to read it word for word to you, but essentially, they are switching to an annual update system instead of having updates, I guess, once in a while. I don't know what the gap was between the first part of Secrets of the Obscure. I think there were 3 total parts to it, but they just released the last, the conclusion of it, and so from here on they're switching over to a annual release cycle, citing things like there's a really broad scope of characters and other things, I guess, that just made it really complicated to release it on an annual basis. And they decided that that was probably a little too much. I haven't played any of Secrets of the Obscure, so I'm really curious to eventually play that. They're talking about some map design. I don't really know. Like I said, I haven't played Secrets of the Obscure, but it does say for their next expansion, our first 2 maps will be released at the expansion's launch, just as they did in Secrets of the Obscure, but the final map will arrive in the 2nd quarterly update and be expanded upon in the 3rd. So, in 2 total releases. So it's, it sounds like they're just releasing, they're doing smaller releases, but more consistently. So, that's really cool. I'll see stuff regularly coming out as opposed to like, oh, it's been maybe a year or whatever, 2 years, and the final piece is coming out for something, I guess. I didn't finish reading this, so I'm just kind of skimming through really quick. Wait a minute. Putting a hat on a hat? What are they talking about? I think this maintenance and upkeep is one of the areas where we've fallen short, at times even falling into the trap of releasing new features for the sake of releasing new features, even if they overlap with something that already exists. So they've termed that putting a hat on a hat. Alright, so in the last 2 years, they put more focus on the upkeep and iteration of systems and avoid unnecessary bloat where possible, and more focus on maintaining live game systems. So, Wizard's Vault is a good example of this strategy working out well. I don't know much about the Wizard's Vault, except that it's like a daily login. They have weekly things, and you can use those points for stuff. Let's see. A screenshot preview of an area you'll discover in our next expansion. Leave you with an additional environment preview. Oh, let's check this out. Why is this so... That's not 1080. Thank you. Goodness gracious. Let's try that again. They'll have fish in it. Lots of fish. Ooh. That looks cool. expansion reveal. June 4th. Okay. Okay. That's like, that's in a couple of days. Hello. Let's see. Thank you for reading. Can't believe we're just a week away from announcing what's next. So this was okay, a year of content. So 2023. World Restructuring Beta, Weapon Master Training Beta, Hide Ally Visual Effects, Secrets of the Obscure launch, Wizard's Vault introductions. That was brand new when I joined. I didn't know that. Filtering options in the trading post for unlocked skins, Fractal Rush, World vs. World Rush, Shadow of the Mad King, Through the Veil, Convergences, blah 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 blah. Character select background customization? Excuse me? I didn't know we could customize that. Winter's Day, Dungeon Rush, Lunar New Year. Super Adventure Festival. That was my favorite. Character select background customization expanded. I need to look into that. I didn't even know I could do that. Cosmetic inspect feature. Festival of Four Winds. I don't know that one. I haven't done that one before. Anyway, so yeah, there's an update. So I just thought I'd talk about that for a second before we jumped in to today's goal, which is continuing to unlock mounts. So I've got almost everything from the Path of Fire expansion, and now the next one I think that chronologically is available is the Griffon, which I understand takes a lot of work. I popped it open and was starting to look at it, so it looks like there's a lot of relics to collect in various maps. So I'll probably be running some map completion as I'm doing this. I have no idea how long it's going to take. If what I remember what Argon was saying is that it takes a really long time. And then I was also taking a peek at the skyscale and what that requires. And that also looks pretty intense. So let me see. Here we go, skyscale. And that's in Living World Season 4. So I would have to get Living Season 4. I think Roller Beetle is also in Season 4. But then Secrets of the Obscure also features a new streamlined method, because this one was really intense. Yeah, raise a skyscale. Complete the descent, the final story step of War Eternal. Once you're back at Lion's Arch, you'll receive mail from Goric. Once there, you'll find him next to the skyscale Irie point of interest. And then it's like there's an achievement here. Collect skyscale scales to help Goric discover what is ailing the new species, obtain ingredients for the medicine, feed Goric's medicine to each skyscale, recover the skyscale eggs, and then after you've done that, then I think you go back and talk to Goric, and then you do this. And then you go back and talk to Goric, and you wait a couple hours for him to respond, and then you do this. And then, you know, step and repeat all through. Like, wow. Zoink Scoob, that's all I can say. So, there's a lot. There's a lot going on here. So, I'm just gonna focus on the Griffon, just, you know, getting that started. And then depending on how that goes, I might do some work on crafting or map completion. Because, I mean, I've played up until... End of Dragons is like the last story content that I own. After that, I would need to like purchase Living Season. I'm probably gonna start with Living Season 4 because it has mounts in it. And then gradually unlock the other Living Seasons for the sake of like understanding the story from start to finish. And then on a different character on an alt. That's when I'll probably switch over to one of them, complete the main story thing, and then actually play through sequentially the different Living Seasons to see start to finish, while also doing some achievement hunting on parts that I've already played. So, you know. I'm gonna keep this open, and let's see. Unlocking. Players must reach the Sunspear Sanctuary. Hey, what's up, Chloe? I got my eyes on the griffon, and it's a process. But it's a process I'm gonna get started on. How are you doing tonight? I hope your recovery is continuing to go well. Where am I gonna put this? I have so many windows on this other screen, but I don't want to... Oh yeah, thank you, Isekai. Many players have been very generous. Chloe is one of them, just showering me with gold. Like, you know, shut up and take my money. You'll need this for your guild hall. You're gonna need this for the griffin. You're gonna need this for this. So, I am just... I can't even think of a word. I'm speechless, I guess, over the generosity of the community that are just helping me with these goals. So the gold part is covered. No need to fear. But I saw in the thing, you can customize your load-in screen. And I didn't even know you could do that. And so now I want to know how to do that. I'm amazed at what I've been missing over the years. The eyeball is coming along well. That's good. That's good. I spent thousands of gold on the guild hall to level 7. Wow. I remember when I was like 12 years old and I didn't know it, but I was nearsighted. And I wasn't so badly nearsighted that I was having trouble functioning. Like, I could see well enough. The kind of... I'll put it this way. I was nearsighted just enough, like just over the line, that it put the glasses restriction on my driving license. But barely. So I just didn't realize that I was nearsighted or that I wasn't seeing things in as much detail as other people. So when I got tested for glasses and I put glasses on, I was just... Oh, here it is, character select background.